it is the policy of the Department of Justice that those who've recused themselves not state the details of it or confirm the existence of a investigation or the scope or nature of that investigation.
I understand. But if the president were to improperly fire either the Deputy Attorney General, who supervises the Russian investigation, or the special counsel, would you resign in opposition?
Senator Leahy, that calls for a speculative answer, or question calls for speculation. I just am not able to do that.
Even though you were surprised by that question. You don't have to answer that. Your smile answers the question, and
shocking and unacceptable on the merits. But the two are. I think there may well be some benefits from medical marijuana, and it's perfectly appropriate to study that. I do not believe at this point that, I think one study that suggested that there's some sort of inverse relationship between increased marijuana use and reducing of deaths. I did see that. I've asked my staff to take a look at it because science is very important, and I don't believe that will be sustained in the long run. The American Medical Association is absolutely, resolutely opposed to marijuana use. I think so is the Pediatric Association.
Sure,
they've studied it over years. So it's a matter of science, and
sure.
I think we should be free to discuss it.
My final question.
But they did not return home. And today we mourn with the family of Officer Santander and pray for the recovery of Officer Almeida. I don't know that I use that phrase, abuse of power, because it's clearly not. It's clearly within the power of the president to execute pardons without the pardon attorney. If you're doing a lot of pardons and you want to have a lot of cases and you want to have them reviewed by independent force, the pardon attorney provides a real asset to a chief executive before executing a pardon.
Did the pardon of Sheriff Joseph Arpaio go through the pardon attorney office?
I don't believe it did.
Yeah. Did the pardon of Scooter Libby go through that office?
I don't believe it did.
Okay. But do you agree with what you said earlier, that that is the appropriate course of action for a pardon? I'm not asking you what the president's authority is.
Let me finish. No. Execute pardons without inquiring of the pardon attorney. It's been done very frequently in history. Well, I would just say the pardons President Clinton made were stunning, shocking, and unacceptable on the merits. But the two, Arpaio was 80-some years of age, and he was convicted of a misdemeanor.
Mr. Attorney General, I'm not going to speak to substance.
Libby is well known the circumstances.
In both cases, as you know, they did not go through
contributed greatly to America.
What you described was the appropriate process. Let me ask you about.
We're streamlining and increasing prosecutions and targeting criminal aliens. Congress has... Look, I'll be frank. Our priorities are fentanyl, heroin, methamphetamine, cocaine. People are dying by massive amounts as a result of those drugs. We have very few, almost zero, virtually zero small marijuana cases. But if they're a big dealer and illegally acting and violating federal law, our federal agents may work that case.